Here's a tip that'll help you design your dashboards way faster. So say I have an analysis and I'm using a dataset that's very large. It covers a wide range of topics in the business. So for example, say my division is specifically furniture, and we're only ever interested in the time period, say from, if I do range of dates, starting from 2018, for example. The annoying thing is that when I'm building dashboards, because that's the scope of my work, every single time I build a visualization, I have to come in here, I have to go furniture, I have to go bring order date into the filters, right? I have to do a range of dates, I have to set this 2018, and you can see it becomes quite laborious having to do this for every single visualization, even if you do it first and then simply duplicate it multiple times. Even then, it's still annoying. So the way around this is to do something I call pre-filtering, and it happens before you get into your visualization. So if you right click here and you go edit data source, in the top right, you're going to see this thing right here. Let me zoom in so you can have a look. Filters 0, and then there's like this pipe and then add. What this does is it filters the full data set. So when you get to visualization mode, it doesn't even show up anywhere. It's just simply excluded from the whole analysis. So if I click add in the top right, you're going to see this window. So far we have no filters. So we're going to click on add. So if I click on add, now it's going to tell us, well, what do you actually want to filter? Which field? We're going to start with category. I'm going to go OK. By the way, this data set's available if you want to follow along. And if I go furniture, exclude. Okay, here. So I don't want furniture. We're excluding that. And I hit OK. And then I do add again. And this time we're going to do order date. I'm going to go range of dates, and I'm going to go starting date 2018 and 1st of January. I'm going to go OK. Okay, so I've got two filters. Now if I go OK and go back to sheet 1, right, I'm going to clear everything, right? So it's a blank sheet. There's nothing on it. It's empty. If I bring in category into the rows, look what happens. It's not even in there. So what this does is, by default, every visualization has now been pre-filtered. And this thing is such a time saver, and it does actually help computation, because say I filtered product name, which we know is a lot of rows of data, okay? And the category field, even though it's 3, it covers maybe 1 million rows of data. It means every time I'm using product name for an analysis, it doesn't have to compute on the ones I've already excluded. And I've seen many professional analysts make this mistake of, they go, oh, my computer's fast enough, I'll just let it process and I'll just filter it here. What's the big deal? The big deal is, in this day and age, data grows so damn fast that if you do not design your dashboards and your data models to be able to scale with time as data grows, eventually it will break. It will just have performance issues, and within a few months, you're going to have to rebuild the thing over and over and over again. So to avoid that, just keep in mind, how do I make my designs as efficient as possible? Pre-filtering is one of those solutions. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions regarding Tableau or things that you guys are struggling with, please drop me a comment. I'd love to hear from you guys. Make video solutions for a lot of those problems. As many of you know, I have a website at Jellyman Education. It teaches everything on Tableau. It has some SQL stuff in there, project management. There's a job guide, because a lot of people get in touch with me because they're struggling to find work. There's a job guide on how to write resumes and cover letters and interviews, and I cover heaps of stuff. There's almost 1,000 videos on that site, so be sure to check it out. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye.